Hi, I'm Amber Kivett with Lifepro, and today I'm excited to share with you our newest product that we're launching called the Vitalize. It is a foot and hand massager. Weighs 10 pounds and it has a max weight capacity of 66 pounds, has 20 different levels, 5 different preset programs that are already set for a 10-minute workout. What's really cool about this? We're gonna literally unbox this with the cover that comes with it so that you can see how this works. First, we're gonna show you how to power up the device. You're gonna take your plug and you're gonna insert it firmly onto the back side until you feel it click into position. If you look at the front, this sensor right here is the infrared sensor that correlates with the remote on the end. So from here, we have a remote that has double or AAA batteries. AAA batteries already installed. Slide that through, and from here you can push the 0 button in the top left in order to power the device on. Now, in talking about the remote, we have the M button in the top right, which is our roller button, which creates an acupressure effect with 2 acupressure balls in the device. From here, we have 5 different preset buttons so that you don't have to think about how you're going to operate the device. You just put your finger on whether it's a P2, a P3, P4, P5. So it's really important with the remote, point it directly to the button right here in the middle, which is the infrared sensor to the end of the remote, in order to push P1, P2, P3, P4, or P5. And from here, you'll push the middle triangle with the line, which is your play, pause, start button, and in direct relation to the unit. So as you see when the unit starts, on the far left, you're gonna see time in increments of minutes up to 10 minutes. It's already preset for a 10-minute program. And then on the right, it's already gonna be set up for speed based on whichever preset program you use. Something very cool about this unit is you can actually use your toes to power on and power off the device. Way cool, right? And so with my toe, I'm gonna go ahead and tap, and now the device is turned on. The button just to the right of the power on off button looks like a triangle that's turned sideways. That is your start, stop, pause button. The one right next to that is the letter M, which is your roller ball acupressure button, which can only be used in manual mode. Then we also have a plus and minus, which is going to increase and decrease the speed. And we also have the furthest to the right, that little button is going to be your preset programming that you're going to toggle through until you get all the way through P1 through P5 back around to manual mode, which is a P0. So that being said, we're going to do that right now. We're going to go with the big toe. Maybe you want to use your little toe. It's a lot harder to use all your little toes, so I would highly recommend your big toe if you got one, to toggle through. And for right now, I'm going to go to the manual mode, which is a P0. And then on the far right is your speed. So from here, I can increase the speed with my toe so I don't have to bend over. It's pretty cool. And then I'm going to push that play button. And from here, if I want to turn on those acupressure balls, that's what they look like when they're moving. Pretty powerful up the middle of the arch of the foot. And so now, as you can see, you can actually see the acupressure balls working the middle of my foot. And if I turn those acupressure balls off, the middle of my foot's no longer moving. So that's a very, very powerful feature, especially if you're trying to gain mobility in the middle of your foot. I suffered an injury just a week ago to my midfoot. This is not painful. In fact, it is increasing circulation to those areas, promoting healing, increasing sensory. It's a great thing. And so from here, if we want to stop, now we can go through and arrow into another preset program. So as I started in a manual button, so if I go to the far right, tap that with my toe until I decide which program I want to start with. I'm going to start with P4 just to try it. Press the play button, and here we are. The acupressure balls are kicked in automatically for P4, by the way. Great, great feeling. Something to note is you cannot change time using the control panel. You can only control time in a manual setting on the remote. So if you do happen to lose your remote, you're just going to have to do 2 different programs that are preset at 10 minutes. from the touch control panel, you're only going to get a max of 10 minutes without the remote control. So we're going to turn that back on so you don't have to bend over in order to turn it on and operate the device. It is all touch friendly with the toes. So from here, we have, if we're looking at the touch screen, we have on the far left the time, on the far right we have the time or the speed of the device from 1 to 20 different levels. We have a little triangle that signals to start and to pause. We have an M, which means acupressure roller. And then we've got a plus and a minus, which is meaning and increasing in time. And then we also have the speed. And so what I'm going to start with, I'm going to put my feet on here, and I haven't experienced this yet, so you're getting a raw emotional experience here with me. I'm going to go ahead and start with the P1 just to see what happens. So we're going to start with a P1, and we're going to begin, and I'm just going to lay back and enjoy the experience. And I can tell you right now, this is pretty awesome. So what is this important for? Well, for one, it relaxes muscles. So whether you are sitting at a desk all day, whether you've been on your feet all day standing on concrete, and you have a chance sitting on the couch at the end of your day, or maybe you're getting ready to read and you want to just loosen everything up, elevate those feet. It increases blood flow, it decreases cortisol, which also increases serotonin at the same time, so we're releasing those happy hormones, we're reducing that cortisol and those stress hormones with adrenaline, we're decreasing neuropathy symptoms, and for those of you that have restless leg syndromes, leg cramp, or you have plantar fasciitis, all of that can be fixed and minimized with this device referred to as the Vitalize. So many great benefits that can come out of this. If you're looking into different levels, we have a low, a medium, and a high. So a low level is going to be a speed of a 1 to a 6. That's going to be for those of you who have super sensitive feet and you just need to manually operate the device between a level 1 and a level 6 until your body and your nerves get used to the device. Moderate level or medium level is going to be 7 to 13, and the highest level is going to be at a 14 to a 20. Make sure that after you buy your device that you engage or activate your warranty by contacting Lifepro through the information provided in your box, and make sure that you subscribe to all of our future videos so that you can see how you can use this in the many different ways that you can. So that's P1. So we're going to pause. We're going to jump right on into P2 and let's just see what happens. Mixing up the speed a little bit. Not feeling those acupressure balls just yet, but I'm sure they're coming. So that being said, of all the different varieties of programs you can use, you've got 5 to play with. That's 10 minutes per experience, so 50 minutes of an experience with just playing with the preset programs. That being said, 20 minutes a day is the ideal, so you can mix and match however you want to. If you're in the manual mode setting, you can increase your time up to 20 minutes for a setting, as well as increasing the speed, as well as engaging in the rollerball and the acupressure effect. So that's what we're going to do right quick. We're going to go ahead and go into manual mode. And from here, I'm going to go ahead and increase my time. So I'm at 16 minutes right now, 17 minutes. And from here, I'm going to increase the speed. So I'm going to go into a moderate level, so that's between 7 and 13. I'm going to push play, and I'm going to activate those roller balls. Holy moly! That is awesome! That being said, I'm going to sit back and enjoy this while you're thinking about ordering this right this very moment, because it is that good. And stay tuned, because we're coming right back so that you can see how you can use it for carpal tunnel syndrome and for relief of those sore palms from typing all day or from doing things around the house and those forearms. This is really getting good. Stay tuned. We're coming right back for some hands and some arms.